The day I decided to move out of the United States started like a regular day. I just went to the grocery store. It was a Sunday, which means my wife had sleeping rights and I had full control over the safety of my daughter. So I was walking into Costco with my daughter on my shoulders. And for some reason, that day, I became conscious of something that I had trained myself to do unconsciously for years now. I was casing Costco, checking out all the exits, anything that I could take cover from, basically ensuring that if there was a mass shooting, I will know what to do. Now, don't call me crazy yet. This is Miami, Florida, United States. And in that country, there is a mass shooting happening every day somewhere. So that somewhere could be where I was. The difference was that this time I had my daughter on my shoulders. I just couldn't do the groceries anymore. I went back home, waited for my wife to wake up, did some breakfast, and then I told her what had happened and how I felt about living in the United States with my daughter. Not crazy yet. Keep in mind, my daughter is 3.5 at this time. We had just moved back from New York to Miami. We bought a house. It was a fixer-upper. And now that we're kind of settling in, we're looking for schools. And we find out that in Miami, kids need to go to school with clear backpacks and clear Tupperwares. Just so that they don't bring guns into school, if you're wondering. So with this mindset, we started talking, and yeah, we agreed we have to go. But then my wife, who's the brains of the situation here, realized something that I hadn't thought of. We have a house. We have a fixer-upper house that we bought in really bad shape and that we plan to fix through the next 2.5 years. But we said we have time. We just have to explore first our options. We decided on Spain because we speak Spanish and they have the digital nomad visa. So let's go to Spain and check it out. We came to Spain, we went to Barcelona, we went to Madrid, and then we came to Valencia and fell in love immediately. When we got back home, we didn't want the hype to go away. So we bought tickets right away for April. We rented a place in Valencia. So we were dead sure that we were moving in April. And then we realized that we have 4 months to complete finishing the house that we had told ourselves we will fix over 2.5 years. We still haven't gotten to the part where we know we're crazy. But right after that, we made a list of everything we needed to do. We needed to fix the house. We needed to find tenants. We needed to get all of the paperwork for the visa in time. We needed to pack up, sell the stuff that we didn't have, and get ready to go. This is when we found out that we're crazy. Our days from there went to shit, basically. We both woke up in the morning, took care of our daughter, took her to daycare, worked for our normal works. On the lunch break, we worked in the house. Then we worked more on the regular jobs. Then we picked up the daughter, did the stuff that you have to do with a little kid, put her to bed, and then continued working on the house. Because we're broke. We just bought the house, we need to fix it, and we don't have money to pay for repairs. And we definitely need this house in order before we go, because we need the rent money to be able to fund our life in Valencia. And we cannot, under any circumstance, be able to pay for the house to be repaired while we are away in another continent. 2 months into this, we have not stopped working. We are completely out of our mind. And we are maybe a quarter away from where we have to be. It's not a great situation at all. I felt basically like a castaway, because you might not know this, but Miami is really wide, so you have to travel long distances to do anything, even groceries. And because we're working all the time, we don't really have time to do anything else. So I felt like I was in a little island, and I was a castaway building a house. But it was kind of weird, because I was building this house so I could get on a raft and go away from that island. And the house was nowhere near. And at this point, I started feeling like everything was against me. Because we just wanted to fix the kitchen, but then we find mold in the kitchen. So now we have to rip the kitchen apart and redo it all entirely. We wanted to just paint the upper rooms, but then we found out that the flooring is not good, so now we have to replace the floors. We went into the government website in Spain and it said that we needed criminal records. It does not say that they have to be from the FBI. So by the time we realized that they need to be from the FBI, we're so far behind that we have to spend a lot of time trying to get the FBI records in time. Basically, we were going nowhere and we were starting to feel completely overwhelmed. And I guess that's what happened that helped that I lost my job. So the sunny side of me, half glass full, so losing his job was a good thing because now I have more time to fix the house. But the reality is that I really need the money from the house to be able to move to Spain if I don't have a job. We're a month into it, like we have just 1 month to go. And if I want to be super positive, I can maybe tell myself the lie that we're halfway there. It's not looking good. And then one night, something crazy happened. When we put the girl to sleep around 8 p.m. and we were going to start working, someone knocks at the door, and he's a friend of mine. He figured out that because we haven't been showing up and we're leaving, we probably need some help. So he's here to help. He brought his tools. He stayed all night with us working. And then the next day he went home. And that night he came back and he brought another friend. And then that weekend, pretty much everyone came and stayed all over the weekend helping us. And even though we still have a lot to do now, we could see a light at the end of the tunnel. Because with all of our friends here, we could probably be able to finish the house. So the day to fly came out on April. And that morning, when we were supposed to get on the car to the airport, our friends were still in the house cleaning and putting the finishing touches on the house. We gave them the keys to turn into the next tenant, the tenant that was coming over the day after. And we got into the car to the airport saying goodbye to our friends who were working for us, helping us get to that airport in a way. And when I sat at the airport, it was probably the very first time in months that I had a minute to think because I had nothing to do. And I was super excited because I was coming to Valencia, which was the dream. But at the same time, I was a little heartbroken because through this month, that castaway that I felt myself was not. I had my friends with me. They had shown up, they were there, and they helped me get through. And they helped me get to my next point in the life.